9 months later, Chioma was taken to the village midwife's hut, where she delivered her baby, and after many hours of labor and finally put to bed. Chimo! Hey, Mobodo! Areme! Chimo! Areme! Hey! Obodo biano! Chimo! Areme! The midwife screamed and ran out of her hut. 3 months later, Chinyere was yet to get pregnant, and that made her so worried. Gods of our land, gods of my forefathers, what is wrong with me? It's been 3 months now. Why am I not pregnant yet? Something is wrong somewhere. Hope is not what I'm thinking. I said it. I said it. So it was Chioma's plan all along to get pregnant first and give Obi an heir before me, I said it. No wonder she kept telling our husband everything that happened, even when he's not at home. So she had been doing all this to be the most trusted and favorite wife, Chioma, you think you can outsmart me, right? Okay. Okay. Watch and see. Watch and see what happens next. You see what I've been telling you? Chioma had gone to a juju man to do some black magic that made her got pregnant before you. She's already your husband's favorite because now she's pregnant and she's going to give him an heir soon. And before you know it, you will be out of this house. You better do something before it's too late, though, Ngozi said to Chinyere. Ngozi and Chinyere had been friends for a very long time, even before she got married to Obi. Ngobeke, Ngonwa, my friend, you are right. But what do I do now? Chinyere asked. I will take you to a strong juju man, stronger than the one Chioma went to. Are you sure I will get pregnant after that? Yes, so my dear friend, yes, 100% sure. Just get ready. By tomorrow morning, I will take you there, Ngozi said with full assurance. The next morning, Chinyere and Ngozi visited a juju man. The juju man then gave her a liquid substance to drink before meeting with her husband and warned her to make sure her husband lay with her after taking it, and failure to do as instructed, the drink will lose its effect. When Chinyere got home and she did as instructed, but Obi never paid attention to her as he was so busy taking care of Chioma. Ever since Chioma took in, Obi stopped her from doing any house chores in order not to stress her and the unborn baby, plus pregnancy graving. He was always with Chioma to provide every of her needs. Obi barely go to his shop for business because the joy of becoming a father soon was still all over him, and because he had many sales reps, he never bothered to go to the shop. Chinyere was so angry at Chioma for being the reason why Obi stopped looking her way or even lay with her. So, she decided to take revenge on Chioma. So Chioma, because of you, Obi stopped coming to my room or even invited me to his room, So you want to be the first to give him an heir after getting pregnant before me, You have failed woefully. Okwema, you have failed woefully. I must do something very, very fast. Since I'm unable to get pregnant because of you, I will make sure you lose that baby, Chinyere said in an angry tone. 9 months later, Chioma was taken to the village midwife's hut, where she delivered her baby, and after many hours of labor and finally put to bed. Chimo! Hey, Mobodo! Areme! Chimo! Areme! Hey! Obodo biano! Chimo! Areme! The midwife screamed and ran out of her hut. Obi, who was excited and patiently waiting outside the hut to hear good news, was shocked to hear the midwife screaming and running out from her hut. What happened? Why are you screaming? Obi asked. Come and see for yourself, the midwife replied. Is my wife and baby okay? He asked again and followed the midwife inside. Obi was shocked to see his wife and child. What? A goat? He asked. Yes, a goat. Your wife gave birth to a goat, the midwife replied, pouting heavily. And at that moment, uncontrollable tears was rolling down from Chioma's cheek, carrying her baby goat in her arms. The midwife advised them to take the goat to the evil forest for wild animals to feed on. But Obi and Chioma insisted on taking the goat home. What would the villagers say when they found out that your wife, Chioma, gave birth to a goat? Let them say. Let them gossip. I don't care. They will always talk and will continue to talk. So, let them say whatever they want to say. I, Obi, I do not care. When they got home, Chinyere began to make mockery of Chioma, calling her Mama Goat. So, after the shakara, care and love showered on you for 9 good months, and all you could produce is goat? Hey, Obi used because of you to avoid me for 9 solid months. And you have the mind to push out a goat, Chioma? What am I even calling you? You are no longer Chioma. Hey, you are now a mother to a goat. Nne goat, mama goat. Oh, bodo biano, nne goat have arrived. You think pregnancy is your mate, Before I forget, what is the name of your new baby? Oh, sorry. Chinyere. What is the name of your baby goat? Or you don't have any name in mind yet? Well, I can help you with a name to call your almighty baby. That is if you will allow me. Nne goat. Mama goat. What will villagers be calling you? Instead of Mama Emeka, they will now be calling you Mama goat. Nne goat. Hey, you haven't seen anything, Chinyere said to Chioma, making mockery of her. For days, Chioma was unable to go out or even let anyone know about her delivery, but somehow the villagers managed to find out about it. Some mocked her, while some gave her words of hope. Obi was mocked by his rich friends, and they stopped associating with him in order for their wives not to give birth to a goat like Chioma. Obi was though sad, but also happy that his friends finally stopped associating with him, for he had been looking for a way to do so. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the goats began to mature and grew faster. Chioma and Obi never stopped loving and caring for the goats like a real baby. Both parents showered much love and attention on the goats. They would always feed it daily, for it not to go hungry. Chinyere, on the other hand, never stopped mocking Chioma for giving birth to a goat, and she would always look for opportunity to make mockery of her at any cost. And so, Chinyere's taunts and the villagers gossiped about Chioma and her baby goats. Some said it was better to be barren than to give birth to a goat and bring shame to their family, while some sees nothing wrong giving birth to a goat. One day, while Chioma was in the kitchen making breakfast, Chinyere sneaked into her room and carried the goat, and just as she was about leaving, she bumped into Chioma, who was carrying a plate of food in her hands. "Where are you going so early in the morning?" Chioma asked. "And how is that your business?" Chinyere replied rudely. "It should be my business, because I'm the senior wife and need to know where you are going to. What if our husband asks after you? What do you expect me to tell him? And that is the more reason why I need to know your whereabouts. By the way, what do you have in this bag? And where to this early morning?" Chioma asked again. Well, if you must know, my dear co-wife, since you are now my mother that needs to know or monitor every of my movements, and for your information, I'm going to throw the dirt away, since it's been in the house for days and started to give the house unpleasant odor. Are you satisfied now?" Chinyere asked. "Well, since it's dirt, why not wait? Let me gather up the ones in the kitchen, as well as the ones at the back of the house, for you to get rid of it all at once." Chioma quickly ran to the kitchen and back of the house to gather all the dirt and brought it to Chinyere, and just as she was about to add it up with the one Chinyere was holding, and was shocked to see her wrapper. "Chinyere, is my wrapper also part of the dirt that you want to get rid of?" she asked. You see, the wrapper is old, and instead of it occupying space in the bag, I decided to get rid of it as well," Chinyere said, looking so suspicious. "You did not only enter my room without my permission, you also took my wrapper and was about to get rid of it," Chioma said, looking angry and upset. Just as she was about to take the wrapper, Chinyere started to drag it with her, and then it fell out from the bag, wrapped. And just as she was about to unwrap it, then she saw a black short tail, and she quickly unwrapped the contents, and she was shocked of what she saw. "Chinyere, what are you doing with my baby? And where are you taking him to?" Chioma asked with so much anger. "What else were you thinking? Of course I was going to get rid of this thing you called baby. Are you not ashamed of yourself, Chioma? Your mates are giving birth to normal human being, but all you could ever give birth to was a goat. You've brought nothing but shame to this family," Chinyere replied, yelling at Chioma, reminding her of a wasted 9 months. Chioma was so weak, and all she could do was to carry the goat in her arms and cried bitterly. When Obi came back and heard about what happened on his absence, he was raged in anger, and for the very first time in his life, he gave Chinyere a hot, dirty slap and warned her to stay away from Chioma and their baby. "Hey, you are just slapping me for nothing, though. You are just slapping me for nothing. You called a goat baby. If you like, slap me as many times as you want. That won't change the fact that your so-called favorite wife gave birth to a goat, and everyone in the village knows about that. I don't care what you or the villagers say or do. I'm warning you for the very last time, Chinyere. Stay away from Chioma and our baby. The next time you repeat what you did earlier, you alone would face the consequences." Obi said and walked out on Chinyere. Weeks later, the old woman visited Obi's house once again and congratulated Obi and Chioma of their new baby boy. Obi and Chioma was confused at what the old woman said, and immediately Chioma began to cry uncontrollably, remembering the pain she went through for the past months from the villagers. Obi didn't know how to tell the old woman that their baby was a goat and not human. Then the old woman said to them that she only sees a baby boy and not a goat. Again, Obi and Chioma was more confused, looking at each other surprised. "He's not a goat, but human," the old woman said. "What? Have you come here to mock us?" Obi asked. "No. I'm here to uncover the truth, which the enemies have tried so hard to cover for months. He's a human and not a goat. Your eyes were covered with black clothes just to stop you from seeing the real form of your son. He's your son and not a goat." "You old wench, I've warned you never to come back here again. Get out this very minute." Chinyere ordered the old woman to leave, but this time the old woman refused to leave until the truth was out. And Obi, who was so anxious to know the whole truth without stopping halfway, asked the old woman to stay. And then the old woman continued, saying that someone met with a witch doctor from the dark and gave her an evil charm, and with the help of the evil charm, their eyes were covered spiritually with a black cloth before the day of Chioma's delivery, and that made them to be spiritually blinded and only see a goat. Chioma, who was equally confused as Obi, was filled with surprise as she cried, carrying the goat in her arms. Then the old woman brought out coconuts from her bag, extracted the water from it and gave it to Chioma and Obi to wash their face. And immediately they finished washing their face, Chioma and Obi was surprised at what they saw. A baby boy in her arms, and all she could remember was that she was carrying a goat. Now that your spiritual eyes, which were blinded, are now open to see the real form of your baby. For a moment, Obi thought all was a dream, but realized that he had come face to face with reality. Just as they were all happy, a loud scream echoed from the back. Just then, they all turned to know who it was. Behold, it was Ngozi, Chinyere's friend. Ngo, my friend, what is wrong with you? And why are you screaming?" Chinyere asked. But instead, Ngozi kept screaming out so loudly, saying that she would confess. At that moment, Chinyere was scared that her friend Ngozi would expose her of visiting a witch doctor, but little did she know that reverse was the case as Ngozi began to confess. What happened was that after Ngozi and Chinyere had visited the witch doctor for a medicine to enable her get pregnant, and before taking Chinyere to the witch doctor, Ngozi had met with the witch doctor first and made an arrangement with the witch doctor to lie to Chinyere that Chioma had gone to a juju man that gave her something to drink and got pregnant, just to convince her in order for her, Ngozi, to carry out her evil plans. Her plans was to make Obi send Chioma and her baby out of his house after delivering a goat, and also marry Obi and kill Chinyere thereafter. But her plans failed when Obi accepted to take the goat home and cared for it like a real baby. She also made them spiritually blind. To Obi, Chioma, Chinyere and the villagers, they can only see a goat and not human except her. She was the only one seeing the real form of the baby. She also confessed that she was the one that convinced Chinyere to get rid of the goat, unknowingly to her that it was a real baby. And in that way, she would use her plan B and sneaked into Obi's life and make him marry her. The reason why she did all that she did was that she had loved Obi for a very long time, even before Obi married Chioma and Chinyere. Long ago in the past, Ngozi had loved Obi and had told Obi of her feelings for him. But Obi, being so much in love with Chioma, turned her down many times, making it clear to her that he doesn't love her and would never marry her. And out of anger and jealousy, she caused Chioma's womb from bearing children for many years with the help of a witch doctor, just to make Obi run out of hope and choice and marry her, but was disappointed for the second time when Obi married Chinyere. And in order for her plans to succeed, she befriended Chinyere and pretended to be a good friend. When she heard that Chioma was pregnant, she was so angry and quickly went to see the witch doctor for solution to get rid of the pregnancy, but was unable to do so. Then she decided to blindfold them spiritually. But all her evil plans was unfolded when they got to know the real form of the baby. After Ngozi's confessions, she was struck with the spirit of madness. The old woman then told them that it was Chioma's good heart that made her give her the magic coconut to eat to break the curse caused by Ngozi, but was so disappointed when she saw Chinyere throwing her own coconut away despite being rude to her. She still gave her the coconut to free her from the unknown curse, and also failed her second test by insulting the little girl selling coconuts. The old woman also said that she transformed into a little girl to test her again by giving her a second chance to make up for the first mistake, but she was wrong again by giving her a second chance, and she had no choice than to leave her to her fate. That moment, Chinyere realized her mistakes and pleaded for the old woman's forgiveness. She forgave her but told her that she will only get pregnant after 3 years and without wasting time, and in order not to make another mistake, Chinyere patiently waited for 3 years. She later got pregnant and gave birth to a set of twins, a boy and a girl, while Chioma gave birth to another baby, and they all lived happily ever after. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to support our channel by subscribing, like and share. See you all soon in our next story. Bye.
Fruits there is no peace for the wicked.